inside by the back Hood and read that double team.
Lopez's first pass, he's got a man out there, and hauling it in is Jordan Shipp. And the first pass of Gio Lopez's Carolina career is an explosive play. Good runs on the drive. Lopez has hit both of his passes. Now Gio going to run it, and he'll be knocked down in the backfield, and that's really the first good play for the TCU defense. Ran for nearly 500 yards at South Alabama last year. Leave it with Hood. Hood for the goal line, straining and goes in, standing up. Touchdown Heels. Start for North Carolina. Hood had the first carry and he had the final one on that drive. Bill can hardly contain himself. Second possession for TCU, and the Horned Frogs going to lose a couple on the quick completion.
If this offensive style doesn't have that balance and they can't establish the run, it really neutralizes what it can do.
Do a good job picking up the backers. Hoover puts it right on the money. What a throw to Jordan Dwyer, and the Horned Frogs have answered. 27 yards.
It's a nice job here, TCU answering, this time looking like the offense they expect to have this year, and it's a good job.
On motion from Shipp, and nowhere to go, and the Horned Frog defense, which played much better over the second half of the season, is awake. Kick on the way, it is true, and TCU has scored 10 straight, and they've taken a 3-point lead on the Tar Heels. Davion Gauss in at running back now. Lopez trying to run quarterback draw, and TCU is having none of it, and it'll be another 3rd and long. Paul Oyewale and Marcus Deal.
This offense going sideways after that big hit.
3rd down and 9 for Hoover. Josh dancing away, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh my goodness, he threaded that in there. What a catch by Dwyer. Split out, wide to the right. Empty on 3rd and 4. Screen, and that one's off. Targeted and intercepted. Caleb Cost. Got to get it to the 29 on 3rd down. Lopez to the outside, and it's intercepted. And it's going to be a walk-in touchdown for the veteran Bud Clark. His 12th career pick, and TCU gets the ball right back and punches it in for 6.
Knowing the down and distance, knows exactly where he needs to be because he knows where the sticks are. He knows the ball's going to be coming out right around the sticks at the 29-yard line, and just timed it up perfectly.
An important thing for this defense when he's made one tonight. And now he has made 2 with a 20-7 lead after Lemmerman caps off that waning moments of the first half drive.
Big drive for the North Carolina defense.
That was the Capital One rewarding performance, and this is a rewarding run as Gavorian Barnes is out the gate, inside the 30, to the 10. Touchdown TCU, 75 yards and no flags. Long touchdown run.
Watch the guard kick out here. Other guard will come down and pick up this safety. It opens up very nicely. See the first guard right there? Boom, that's Bruno. Backside guard here, Bennett. Watch him work up to the safety. Hat on a hat and downhill running. And then we'll watch one on the left there. Look at McAllister hustling downfield. Great job, great effort. Love to see it from a receiver who's known for his ability to make catches. But that's an offensive line that's been playing with confidence throughout this game. And a good job at a transfer from UTSA. Not just bringing downhill physicality, showing you he can take it to the house. Good job by his teammates opening that up.
Boy, do they need to stay on the field on offense here. Benjamin Hall was greeted almost as soon as he got the football. Paul Oyewale was in the backfield. Hall had nowhere to go, and it's another 4th down for the Tar Heels.
There's some great ones.
Yep.
Man, LT.
Well, speaking of LT, we've got TCU running backs suddenly looking like their version of LT. 2 backs in there. Trent Battle in there with Jeremy Payne now as Barnes, after that long run, is getting arrested. Payne is a guy that they've tried to use like that a couple of times tonight. He is a good receiver. Caught a dozen balls a year ago. Hoover drains the play clock and then hits a quick completion. There's Payne. He's got a first down. He's up to the 45-yard line. I actually think it was the right call.
Do you?
Football move, and he fell on the fumble.
What is a football move?
Well, ask Clemson. Into the open field goes
that's a football move.
There's a football
That's
move
a
right
football
into the end zone. A 28-yard run. And the heels are getting the boot put right to their backside.
Gets to the backer. And then you bring in a back that hasn't carried the ball much tonight. He's got great speed, kind of a do-it-all back in battle. That's 170 yards rushing on the night, 157 of those between the tackles.
Worry about us and let's not get caught up in all this hype machine.
They certainly have it. Since that opening drive, they have.
Hey, let's stay focused on us. Let's prep. Let's get ready to go. Not worry about this.
Ball is loose. A scoop and a score, and racing for the end zone is Devin Deal. And to borrow from my friend Rich Eisen, TCU has busted out the whooping stick. 40 consecutive points with a point after coming.
And once again, Reese, it's Andy Avalos' goal of getting offenses behind the sticks. It's a third down and long. Look.
Kirk, that was their first third down conversion of the night. Max going back to work, going to take a shot, got a man out there. It's complete. Making the grab is Javarius Green, his first catch of the night. Maybe salvage a little consolation prize. Pushing it straight ahead. Goss got up there, and they'll move the chains for the first down. Headed down toward a half-minute to play in the third quarter. Carolina trying to get one in. Max Johnson firing, touchdown, and it's his brother Jake.
That's great.
Johnson to Johnson puts one on the board for the Heels.
Proud of just kind of letting the receivers around him affect the defense, and then he just kind of sits in that spot. Love the accuracy. Look where he puts his football, just to the outside, away from the defender, the linebacker. Easy.
His attitude was great too. Gio Lopez was really open about how helpful Max Johnson has been. Said he didn't try to mess him up, though Carolina messes up there. And it's another turnover, I believe. Looks as if the Frogs got it, and they did as well. Scott Van Pelt coming along shortly. Reaction to this day, Josh Hoover's still in the game. And now they're running the football, and it's Nate Palmer getting his first action. Expected maybe someday Navy because of his affinity for the Naval Academy.
Could have seen that.
Largely grew up there, and now Nate Palmer's running through tackles. Nate Palmer with fresh legs, wanting to get his act. And I tell you, Gavin Gibson sort of got run over. His 26-yard gain for Palmer.
You know, that's what week one, you know, some teams you struggle. There's another missed tackle.
Dwyer, who's been in once tonight, trying to get him for a second time, and he'll be stopped short of the goal line.
Like I said, they've gone into the boundary and attacked that part of the secondary.
Let me correct that. They'd already updated the stat, and I did the math myself. But still over 130 is good. And you see Josh Hoover, Abilene Christian next week, and this weekend in SMU. They're trying to get him maybe more stats. Another touchdown pass, and he's got it. That is DJ Rogers, who's had a good night. And
Josh Hoover's feeling it tonight.
Yeah, they're pouring it on. They're making a statement right now. This has its roots in the game we talked about earlier.
Have Georgia, by the way, coming up in about 3 weeks in Athens.
And not too long until Florida State. Nor should they. Thinking about rolling double nickels here, and he was powered there, and he got the first down. Sonny Dykes greeting, perhaps saying see you in Dublin.
Yeah,
the season opener next year, and
well, though Carolina, like